This is BB, and this one is in my head again. And of course, she's always in my head trying to provoke me to say things or whatever the case might be. But just saying, well, okay, pray all the time. She tells me to pray, sit down and pray all the time. I don't know what it has to do with her. But for me, let's examine what a prayer is. Does a prayer mean you have to go in a Catholic church or any church, get on your hands and knees and pray? Does it have to be where there are graven images of saints or no graven images, no nothing? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Without is a thing? With is a thing? Not sure. What exactly does prayer mean? Do I have to give up everything I have and dedicate myself to a life of nunnery, or be a monk, be a hermit, be single, be married, be fruitful? What does it mean exactly, prayer? I believe, this is just me, there are various ways in which to worship. Worship is not one thing you do, one single act, and that's it. Well, I've worshipped. I've prayed. There's so many ways to worship and pray. Sometimes just to say thank you is the best prayer you can give. It's the only prayer that's required. It's gratitude. You ever notice when you think of God, when you think of the Creator, what happens to you? You feel a sense of peace, calmness, stillness. There's a feeling of freedom. Like someone cares, someone who is more powerful than you, who is more strong, who is stronger than you, who is in you, within you, without you, everything. It's not just you against the world. It's not just one person against the world, but it's one person that the world is standing for, because he is the world, or she is the world. The world works with us. And yes, these few knuckleheads, they want to show an act of power. They want to show this. They want to show that. They're threatening bullies. They found a new way. They're just bullies. And just like everything, it'll run its course and they will be brought down. They will be brought down. Just like everything, every time that has passed, this too shall pass. And it's going to pass quickly. It's a fad, a phase. Nothing but. The few of us who may be going through this whole thing, there's billions of people who are not, thankfully. But again, what does worship mean? Worship means, or prayer means, sometimes just thank you. Allowing your energy to be conducive. Allowing your energy to feel that softening, that malleable, that soluble, to absorb all those good feelings. When you absorb all those good feelings, all those good vibes, let it permeate your body, your tissues, your muscle. Get into your blood. Get into your head. Get into every pore that you have, until you become one with this feeling. You're not alone. You're not alone. You are protected. And yes, if this calls the ultimate that we have to die in this struggle, this is not just it. this is not just it. Sometimes more things, more thoughts, more passions, more situations. There's more to it. We just have to let it play out. And yes, we will try to get legal help. We will try to our best to protect ourselves. We're not just sitting there. At least we're trying. Even if putting a full bottle of water against my my window pane or my screen or something to see if it'll move in the morning, that's a simple. See how simple that is? A prayer can be just as simple as saying thank you. Thank you. Make me stronger. Make me better. Exalt me. Lift me out of this. Forgive me my transgressions and put me on a pedestal in your eyes once more. Let me feel your love. Use me. What is it that you wish? What is it that you ask of me? Use me. See, a lot of people are afraid that religion, I'm not knocking it, but it has made a lot of people afraid of spirituality, afraid of God. Because some people feel like if you is one of two things. Is either you have God, you choose God, and you have to live this pious, righteous life in a box, where you everything good, healthy, fun has to be excluded from your existence. Or you just have it all, but you have to put God in the background. I say no. See, somebody said once that God doesn't care how many cars you have or what kind of car you drive or how many houses you have or how much money you have. These things are yours. You can have as many as you want. He doesn't care about it. He just, it's there. Take it. Build it. Go have it. Build it. Don't make money the enemy. Money is just a tool to use. It's not your king. It's not your God. You are its God. You are the dominator. You were given dominion over these things. How you gonna run out? But the thing is, you don't have to go on your knees. You don't have to be afraid. This is where the beauty part is when you become, as what they call, woke. Somebody said in a sitcom once or something, Mr. Woke. It was funny at the time, but you have to be where it's there's a balance. And what is the balance? You can be, do, or have anything you want. Really and truly, all that the Creator is asking is that you love Him as much as you love yourself. And since He is love, He is the epitome of love. He is the energy of love. If you don't love Him, you can't have that empathy. You can't have that love flowing. That's what He means. He doesn't mean He wants you to cower and be afraid of Him, because fear leads to hatred. That's not what He wants. He wants you to love Him and love your neighbor as yourself, meaning don't hurt people. That's all He asks. It's really, really, really that simple. Just love Him, because if you're busy loving Him, you don't have time to be angry and fighting people for what they have and killing people for what they have, and this, just causing chaos in people's lives, killing people, hurting people, telling yourself whatever story you want to tell yourself to get, just to keep at it. But it's all lies. But eventually, within those lies, you become cold, callous, where you don't recognize yourself anymore, and then they take it out even more on us because they say it's our fault. No, it's not. No, it's not. What I'm here, what I want to focus on tonight is the spirit of worship, the spirit of togetherness, the spirit of having anything you want, because you're supposed to. And it's through Him. Like there's a phrase, I don't remember exactly which book, but it said everything was made for Him, and it was made through Him. Through Him, meaning that His desire, His needs, His wants, His curiosity brought them forth. They're existing, or they existed because He wanted them. He wanted to experience them. He wanted to have them. He wanted to hold them. He wanted to be there. It's the same thing with us. It comes first in the thought, and then the action takes place. Everything we have is because we want to experience it. We have them because we want to experience it. So again, talking about the worship means just saying thank you sometimes. And yes, you could sit down for a whole hour and feel that love. Just lay it all out. Give it to Him. And when you do that, you're completely released and you're peaceful, and His love will start to flow. Because that's it, really. That energy of love works wonders. It can do anything. Anything. The whole world was built on love. You can't go wrong with that. So the woman who is trying to get between me and even worshiping, I kind of feel sorry for you. Because it seems like your life will be a wasted one. And that, my dear, is on you. Good night.